Hey y'all, happy Friday. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing great. Hopefully, we will be able to make it through tonight without any snafus. We will see. So, tonight we are going to be doing sublimation, and we actually started this channel out with Cricut and sublimation. And I don't often do sublimation as much as I used to, at least not on lives, but I still absolutely love sublimation and the things that you can do with it. So tonight, we are going to be doing a few sublimation projects. So we're going to be pairing sublimation up with our laser machine, and we're going to be cutting this Unisub sublimation board. And I believe I got this from Heat Press Nation. I don't think this came from, I have some that I got from Alibaba, but this particular board came from Heat Press Nation. And so we're going to cut that out with our Glowforge Pro. Now, you can use other lasers to cut this material as well, but sometimes it just requires a few more passes if you're using a diode laser. But tonight we're using the Glowforge Pro Bell, and Bell is a CO2 laser. I was going to cut it out also with the XOP2, but I think I'm going to leave that for another night. So we're just going to make some custom Mama Mode keychains. And I already cut it out, but I am going to show you guys how to do this. So I already cut it out with the Glowforge, and I'm going to cut it out. We're going to cut it out together as well. I also have all right, so I have a few things that we could have done. So I have this. I was going to make a pillow, and I actually have tons of these pillows. I was going to make a Mother's Day pillow with this, and I think I might save this for another day. Either another day, or I might make a video of it. I don't really want to be on here for too long. I have these mugs. These are PYD mugs. This is for sublimation too. And these mugs, I saw Angel use these like months ago, and I purchased them in both, like with the pink marble and the black marble. And so we're going to sub something on this more than likely, but look how pretty this is. It's so pretty. And then we're going to have a shirt. All right, so I have this, I got block dots everywhere. So I have this sequence. I've had this for a while, and it has an adhesive backing, and you can actually sub on top of it. So you can sub onto the white portion. I used to make these at one time. Like I had a lot of people who they saw one person who had it. I used to make gender reveals using these, and like the kids would have it on their shirt, or like they had kids. I made several of these. I used to carry these inside my Etsy shop, either square or hearts. They like the hearts better, but we're going to maybe do this because this isn't too long. And then we also have this project. So for certain, we're going to do the keychain and the shirt, and the mug isn't going to take long. And also, if y'all want to see how to do this, like with the sequence, let me know. We can do that. And then I have this Make Market shirt. It's 100% polyester, and we're just going to sub on it, and we're going to put bling on it. Now, the bling that we're going to use, we're just going to be using crushed ice and crushed ice AP. So this might take the longest. So I'm going to try to pace myself, but I don't want to be on here too long. And I know I'm late. I know that I'm late. But hey, everybody, let me see who's here so I can tell everybody, hey, thank you for being here. Tonight, the printer that we're going to be printing on is the Epson EcoTank 15,000. If you guys are on my other channel, Patrice L, you know that I'm moving a lot of things around. And so I just grabbed the Epson EcoTank 15,000 to do this because, yeah, it was the clearest printer that I could grab. But when I did some print checks, some nozzle checks, I did see a little bit of breaking in my black and red. I did a print head cleaning, but I only did like one print head cleaning. So we're gonna see how this is gonna go. Okay, hopefully it will go fine. But hey everybody, hey there. Hey y'all. Happy Friday, Marilyn. Hey, Miss Gail. Welcome in. Hey, Vera. Welcome. Hey, Richard Porter. Thank you guys so much for being here. If this is your first time here, I'm Patrice. This is Craftful Things, and we really like to craft all the things. I like to craft everything. I like to make everything. This weekend, I'm going to be making a lot of stuff. Y'all know when my boss asked me to do something, I got to go all in. And so I was going to do some stuff for her tonight that she asked me to do, but I'm not. I'm going to start it tomorrow. So if this is your first time here, this live is not really very structured, even though we're going to be going over sublimation and things like that. And what we're going to be using lasers. We're going to be doing like quite a few different things. It's not really structured. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave your questions in the comments. If I don't get to it, somebody else in the chat will answer you. 10 times out of 10, they know more than me. So definitely ask your questions. But thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Zelda Brown, welcome in. Hey, Mr. Orlando. Hey, girl. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer, did you get the file to stitch out for you? We got a lot to talk about tonight, so hopefully, Dempsey Boo. Thank you, Dempsey Boo. Yes, I don't even know when it happened because I hadn't really been looking. I was just, I don't know. I hadn't checked my analytics, like the numbers and stuff. So thank you so much, Dempsey Boo. She texts me and I'm like, I sent her the eyes, like what happened. So thank you, Jess. I love the girl. Hey, Nomi, welcome in. Thanks, everybody. 79,000 subscribers is awesome. It is honestly unbelievable. But when I hit 100 subscribers, and I had 10 subscribers who were not Taylor and her friends who were just pity subscribing. But when I hit 100 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers, 3, whatever, like it all feels the same. Like I'm just grateful that one person is here. Grateful that one person clicked the subscribe button. So I don't know. It's really surreal. But thank you so much, everybody. Is there an echo? Is there a bad echo? Hey, Angel Boo. I don't know why there's an echo. It's no telling. I'm pretty sure because I have my cell phone on. Pretty sure that's why. Hey, Angel, hey, Mylene. Welcome. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Renee. Hey, Kirsten. Kirsten always working. We miss you too, Kirsten. Hey, Porgy Town. Hey, Barb. I might remove this screen, but y'all know I have this on because sometimes, hold on, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn my phone off, but y'all know that I have it on because I usually go frozen. I usually freeze up. And when I freeze up, then I just have to reboot the computer and all types of things. So with my phone, I don't have those types of issues. Hey, Jesse, welcome in. Hey, Andrea, welcome everybody. We're going to get ready to get started. So I'm going to be working today in Adobe Illustrator. I'm only going to show you guys how you can pretty much make any design into like a keychain. If you want to cut it out with your laser. I know some of you have gotten like some of the X tools. You may have the Glowforges. And it's fairly simple. You just really have to add an offset. So I'm just going to show you guys that. And what else do I want to tell you guys? And then I'm also going to print out the design that we're going to be using for Bling and print. And so I'll show y'all how I do that. In case you have the SVG and you don't know the exact size, but it's very, very simple. This will work in any software. Okay. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Nikki. Welcome in. Everybody, welcome in. Let me know what you guys are working on. Hey, Kawanda and Donzel. Let me know what you guys are working on. I just need to let me change this because I do want to see you guys I do want to see y'all. I do want to see y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't put any links in the chat in the description because y'all know. Y'all know. But hey, everybody. I think I told you hey. I think I told you. I think I did. Hey, Whitney. If I didn't, hey, so. But hey, everybody. I'm scrolling down because hey, Ernie. Hey, Kristen. Welcome. Marika. All right, y'all. I'm scrolling down. Scrolling down. Whoa, this is a lot. Oh, Miss Gail. Let me get my belt scale. I know you probably can't hear it, and I hope that you can't hear the Glowforge air filter either. But Miss Gail, thank you for being here for 14 months. 14 months. That's a lot of months. Thank you, Miss Gail. That's over a year. We've been at this for a long time. Hey, Evie Boo. Hey, Sheila Cushionberry. Hey, Tolanda Patrice. Happy Friday. All right, y'all. I'm scrolling on down. Scrolling on down. Delonda's editing. That's y'all. Editing is a lot. Okay, it's a lot. Hope you get through it tonight. All right. I'm gonna. Oh, look. No, you know that's right up my alley. So what I was gonna do is, so I had I have a whole bunch of stuff from Five Below. Y'all remember, like back in the way day, I used to love to go to Five Below and do like Five Below hauls or things that you can sub on. But lately, I've been kind of disappointed. Maybe like for the past year and a half, I've been a little disappointed going to Five Below because now they print their own graphics and things like on the shirts. So there's not a lot of blank shirts or blank pants or clothing that I've seen in Five Below. And honestly, a lot of their items have now turned into cotton or maybe like 65% cotton, 55%. Like it's like so weird. So that's the only thing that I haven't really been doing Five Below much lately. Yeah. So yeah. But let me know how it goes. Let me know. You know, I love a good Five Below success story. I do. But I was gonna pull out a bag and like sum on some of the stuff that I have from Five Below. And I was like, you know what? No, because if anybody wanted any of that stuff, like none of that stuff is available. But I mean, it would be for maybe one night I'll bring out my old stuff that I used to sub on from Five Below. And then I also have like some of the Amazon. Remember, I used to do this stuff from Amazon, so I have like some cases of things from Amazon that I haven't tried out yet. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna sub just fine, but I haven't tried it out yet. So maybe next time. Tonight we're gonna be doing the laser situation. So let's see. Lynn, I usually forget to add the links and then I'll add them after. Sometimes I do it before the live, but time I didn't. This time I don't really have like I'm gonna use if I do the mug, I'm gonna use my Cricut mug press. I'm gonna use my Fancier Studio heat press. I'm gonna use the Glowforge, and I'm gonna use the Epson EcoTank 15,000 and to print out. So let me go ahead and share my screen because let me close out some stuff. I got a lot of stuff open too. A lot. Why do I have a lot of stuff open? So I just need to close out. I almost closed out a wall. What is that? Oh, any member. Hold on. Delete. So I put in the community tab. If you got in the community tab already and you saw that link for the patch, you probably were able to get it without being a member because inside of the community section for members, there is going, if you go click onto it now, you're not a member, it's gone. I put up the Mama Mo patch that I've been making because I love it so much. I was trying to see if I can find one at least. So I've been making with several different machines. And so this is the latest one that I made, and I made it with, am I frozen? Oh no, I'm not frozen. So this is the latest one that I made, and I made it with the Brother Sketch. So if you are a member, you will be able to download it. And if you aren't a member and you saw the community tab, you know, before I just deleted it, then you would be able to get it too. But that's why it's important to have your notifications on, because you just never know when somebody might mess up and, you know, just give away something. But this is what I made with the Brother Sketch. I made it also with the Marquis 2001 and with Brody, but I think the Sketch, it came out pretty good. But that's it. It can fit a 4x4 hoop. The Brother Sketch is a 4x4 machine, and so it fit really, really well, and it looks really good. And I'm starting to think, so I've always used felt, but then I started using twill, because, you know, people are like, oh, you know, you have to use the right materials. Twill is, you know, you should use twill with your patches, but I've always used felt, and I think I prefer to use felt for my patches. I think I prefer to use felt. So if you are a member, go ahead and download that. If you are a member and you don't have an embroidery machine, I'll put the PNG or the SVG up for you in case you want the SVG of it, and you can do something like that, or maybe you can, you know, check out the patch. Y'all know the patch crew, and then maybe learn how to do a hack with it. But it should be there. Yeah. Yep. This girl, I'm gonna put it there now. I'm gonna put the SVG. Give me a little bit. It's probably either late tonight or in the morning. I'll put the SVG up there for you guys. Elevate Artistry. So the Brother Sketch. Do I like it or don't I like it? So a few things that I like about it. I like that it's very lightweight. It can kind of fit anywhere, and how narrow it is, you can kind of just, you can tuck it in somewhere. I like that. I like that you could actually take it somewhere with you. So if you are doing a craft show or craft fair or anything like that, you can definitely take it with you. Very, very easy to move around. That said, I love the magnetic hoop. So it has a magnetic 4x4 hoop. I really like the magnetic 4x4 hoop that it comes with. And what else do I like about it? Super easy. It was honestly very, very easy to use. Very easy to use. It doesn't have a panel on it or a screen, so that's a little weird for me. Everything is done from the app, which I'm not really a big fan of that. I don't like that you can only operate it from an iOS or an Android. You cannot operate it from your computer, and I'm just not a phone person. Anybody who knows me knows that I leave my phone anywhere. Like, I don't necessarily walk around with my phone, and so to have to use it, you'll catch me with my computer. If I forget my computer at home, I'm gonna come back home and get my computer. If I forget my phone at home, it's just gonna be left home until I get back. So the fact that that's part of it, like, you have to do with the device. So I ended up using my iPad to install the Artspira app onto my iPad, and then I used it with that. But that's the only thing that I don't like about it. But to be quite honest, when I used the app and I saw how it works, I mean, I couldn't really be upset with it. It actually walks you through each step of the design. You have your colors laid out. It's, you know, it's okay. Now, if you're new and you don't digitize your own things, they have a subscription plan for Artspira. So I'm using the free version of Artspira because I don't need any of their pre-digitized designs or anything like that. But if you don't have any other digitizing software or don't have that experience, then that's when you would, you probably get their app, their subscription. So that's the only thing. Like I don't really like that. But something that Brother is doing. Brother has, you can do your printing. They have the sublimation printer. So the sublimation printer, you can also use that to design your images and things like that. So and print out. But other than that, it's stitched out. It's stitched out amazingly. Like I love how it came out with the brother stitch. It looks great. So I don't have any complaints in that area. The only thing I think that like my 2, 4, and 7, when I stitch it out on Brody or Broski, it's thicker than, or maybe more well defined, or maybe it could be the color and it's on black. So this one was stitched out with Broski. I didn't cut it out yet, but this one. So you see the 2, 4, and the 7. I think that looks, I think the 2, 4, and the 7 looks better. But overall, like this is with the sketch, and this is with a 20 needle machine. 1 needle machine right here, 20 needle machine right here. Can't see the difference. The only difference is that it's a single needle machine, so you're going to be changing. I have to change the color every single time it's time for a color change, as opposed to if you're using like a 10 needle or 20 needle machine, it'll just keep going for you. So that's the other thing. Like I'm kind of spoiled with my multi-needle machines. Hey, kitty and doggy. Yes, make sure you guys head to the members tab if you want the digitized version of that patch. And then I'll also put the SVG up for all my members who don't have embroidery machines. No worries, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dempsey Boo. As y'all see, like I have a lot of moving of items today. Hey, Martha Jordan. Hey, everybody. All right, y'all. Delon, you are a hot mess. Well, Delon is able to put the whole machine in her box, so it's just getting heavier and heavier every single day. So I don't even know at this point. Hey, LaShonda. All right, y'all. Hey, Janita. Hey, Miss Janita. You should say Miss Janita and Paulette and Pretty Eyes. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen because I didn't anticipate this still be yapping away at 23 minutes past 8. But here we are, having a typical day. All right, entire screen. I'm going to share my entire screen. All right. So now we're inside of Adobe Illustrator, and I'm just going to show you guys how I'm going to get ready to cut because I want to turn Bill off. I'm going to get ready to show you guys how I usually create, like, I'm going to make a keychain that says Mama Mode 24/7. This would apply to anything that you're doing. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to move this over here because this is what I'm going to be using to cut the file. So if you got, again, I'm in Adobe Illustrator. I generally work in Adobe Illustrator, but maybe I can show you guys how to do it in Silhouette Studio too. But it's kind of my jam here. All right, so this is the original design right here. So you guys know it'll be easy for me to give it to you guys for the members. But what I like to do is I always like to save the original before I turn it into rhinestones or digitize or anything else. So that way I can always go back to it if something is wrong or, I could make it into something else. So in order for us to do this as a keychain, we need to create an offset around it. because if I put this inside of my Glowforge right now, it will probably try to cut, and it's going to engrave the blue. The black, it might be unsure of what to do with the black. The pink, it's kind of very dark, so it might try to cut all that out. So you kind of have to set it up so that your machine will know what you need to do with it, or at least have it broken up so that you can tell your machine what to do with it. All right. Oh, I forgot to put the chat on. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, Illustrator has a monthly fee. Illustrator, now, if you're an educator, you can get it, you can get a discount, I think, for 1 or 2 years. But Illustrator has a monthly fee, and it is a nice monthly fee because it starts to add up. Back in the day, you could purchase Adobe Illustrator and use it as a standalone. Now they don't offer that. You have to buy it as a subscription, and then you can get whatever other suites software they have. Like you get Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, like different things like that. But if you're not going to use those, I would not recommend getting it. They also have Adobe Stock. So with some subscriptions, you have access to a lot of the Adobe stock photos and images that you can use commercially. And then they also have video clips that you could use commercially as well. So it's different, but yeah. So I'm going to select all of this, and then I'm going to begin by creating the offset. And to create the offset, I'm going to head up to Object and head down to Path. And underneath Path, you have Outline, Stroke, Offset Path, Reverse Path Direction. You have Simplify and Smooth. So sometimes if you bring something in and it's kind of bumpy, I don't know if you guys have ever taken anything into Cricut Design Space and it took you forever to cut because it wasn't a smooth line around or however. Adobe Illustrator, you can go ahead and you can kind of smooth that out so that you don't have to, you can reduce that cut time and all the jagged edges. So I'm going to go to Offset Path. That's how much it's $29.99. And I paid extra for some other stuff too. I love it. All right, so the default offset in Adobe Illustrator is 0.1389. It always comes up as 0.1389. Miss Linda Gray. Thank you so much, Miss Linda Gray, for being here for 12 months. Thank you. A tractor, I'm gonna need a tractor trailer for her box. And a whole, yes. I am. So if you guys notice right now, I'm gonna click cancel because I did not see Mama. I'm gonna bring it over here so I can kind of see it a little bit better with the light. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and let me ungroup this. Ungroup. I did group it. So I'm going to select all of this. I'm going to head up to the top, and we're going to Object. We're going to go back down to Path. I'm going to select Offset Path. Now with Offset Path, you see where I have like the offsets. So I can go here and I can reduce the offset, and that's to like a 0.125, right? So I'm going to leave it at that, but I'm a little bit worried right now because my offset doesn't look like it's really where it needs to be. So let me select OK. And then I'm going to change the color to, let's change that color to yellow. Because I don't think anything is yellow. Oh, something might be yellow. What is yellow? Let's do green. Okay, so I'm going to change it to green. No, I'm going to change it to, let's change it to red. Because it looks, we're going to need it to be red anyway for when we get ready to cut it with our Glowforge. All right, so now we're just going to right click. And then I'm going to, I don't want to group it together. I'm going to head over to the right and I'm just going to see if I could unite it. And then I'm going to send it all to the back. All right, so I sent it to the back so I could see the rest of the text. I know that's not a good color right now, but let me change it to yellow. But I do need it to be, I am going to have to change the outline to red. With the Glowforge, red is the cut line. So they have different colors. It's color coded. Red is cut, blue is engraved, and I think purple is 4. So it kind of changes up a little bit, right? So we created the offset, and I only created a 0.125 offset. If you want to create a wider offset, that's up to you, but I'm just going to leave it at 0.125. All right, so now I need to remove all of these. So if I left these holes there in the yellow part, that's going to cut out too. And I don't really want it to cut out. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to kind of like access it by double clicking onto the yellow. And then I'm just going to delete those parts. I'm going to delete these parts. These were the openings, but now I'm closing it back up. All right. So I'm going to click out. So it's very important, because I'm going to be cutting this, it's very important that I know, like, I'm going to print this out, but I'm also going to be cutting around this area. So it's very important that I keep the size exactly what I need it to be. Okay. And this is for a keychain. I don't really want it to be larger. So it's going to be 3.191 inches wide. And that's pretty good. Like a 3-inch keychain, you could make it smaller. It's totally up to you. Okay. So let's see. Hey, big boy. Hey, old school music Kimbo. Hey, Danny. All right. So now we have our offset. But of course, with the keychain, you need a little hole with opening, right? So we're going to make that as well. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to grab all of this and I'm going to move it out. Well, actually, let me just grab the yellow and move the yellow out of the way for now. All right. So this is the yellow part. And so now I need to make the loop or the hole for it, okay? And because I already know that I don't want the hole to go into any of the letters, I'm just gonna put the hole, right here in this opening so that I can kind of get that closed. So I'm gonna head over to the shape panel and I'm gonna open up the ellipse tool. And then I'm just gonna create a hole right here. All right, I'm going to change that color just so that I could see it a little bit better. And that hole is 0.3 inches. Now I can put it here, or I kind of want to put it like right here so it can kind of protrude out a little bit. I am going to make it a tad bit larger, like about right there. Hey, Robin Murphy. Welcome in. Hey, Teresa. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and make a copy of this, and I'm just going to reduce the size quite a bit. And then I'm going to change that color to black because I need to see how it's going to look on the inside of that circle. And I kind of want to make it just a little bit smaller. I just need to make sure that my keychain hardware is going to fit inside of there. All right. Now I could click here and center it, but I'm pretty good with feeling like it's centered. All right, so now I'm going to select both of these, and then I'm going to head over to minus front. And so when I select minus front, it's going to remove the black from the yellow or the blue. It removed that front, so it gave me the hole that I need. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select both the circle that we just created and the offset that we have, and then I'm going to head over to the Pathfinder tool. And the Pathfinder, kind of like in Silhouette Studio, where we have the, what is it called? I can't even think, the modified panel. The Pathfinder is almost like the modified panel, very, very similar to the modified panel of the different things and functions that you can operate using it. Okay, so I'm just going to select Unite. When I selected Unite, it turned everything yellow because uniting, you're bringing it all together, it turned everything blue. But when you unite, it just brings everything together. Okay, and so then I'm going to remove, remember how we removed that other hole? I'm going to remove this hole right here that I really wanted to remove. And now we have the loop for our keychain hardware. Okay, so this is going to be, this one's not going to be our keychain. I already have the keychain file, but I wanted to show you guys how that would look. All right, so now inside of, yes, you can make this inside of Silhouette Studio. So now I'm going to change this back to yellow just so that I can see it. And then I'm going to place the image on top. So of course the image is going behind, so I'm just going to right click and bring it to the front. So now we have our design, and it is looking good. So we're actually going to cut it out. We're not, sometimes I'm doing using the laser, like I'll cut all of this out separately just to like layer it on, but we're not. We're going to actually sub the cut version. Like we're gonna sub, once it's lasered, we're then gonna sub it. Okay. So this looks pretty good. I'm happy with how this looks. So then all I would do is I would save the yellow part, the offset, as an SVG. So let's say I have, oh, that's the other project we're gonna do. So let's say I would just get this. I would remove the yellow so that I don't change anything. Of course, I'm going to notate the size. I'm going to do like a copy, and then I'm going to go over to here, paste it, and this is the cut version. I'm going to save the cut version separately from what I'm going to save the PNG as. Okay, I need that to be separate. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this. But for your Glowforge, and most of the lasers color code their settings. Okay, I'm going to change this. I'm going to remove the fill color, and then I'm going to change the offset or the stroke. And in Illustrator, the stroke is the outline. Okay, it's like what is outlined in. I'm going to change that stroke to red because inside of Glowforge, that's how your Glowforge will read get their commands from the colors. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to do export as, and then we're going to save this as Mama Mode Keychain Live. And I'm saving it as an SVG. Now, with the Glowforge, it can take a PNG, but for today, we're doing this as an SVG. This is a very, very simple laser cut tutorial. It's very, very simple. So, oh, easy. Thank you. I'm always a little nervous about showing Adobe Illustrator because I do know that a lot of people don't use Adobe that much, but I use it all the time. Like I feel super comfortable in Adobe Illustrator, like even more comfortable in Adobe Illustrator than I do in Silhouette Studio. So I do everything inside of Adobe Illustrator. Even my rhinestone templates get done. They get started in Silhouette Studio, but they get finished inside of Adobe Illustrator. So, all right, so I have this done. Now we're going to head back over, and I'm going to play around with the colors. Okay, so it doesn't even have to be this color. I could put a nice, cute background. Let's head over to, let me remove you guys from the screen for a little bit. I don't know what screen I have on here. Hold on. I'm going to go to Creative Fabrica. And let's look for some pretty floral backgrounds. Am I signed in? Yep. Hold on. Let me head back over to y'all. Bring you guys back in. Hi, Terry. Welcome. All right. So let's go back. The entire screen. All right. So now we're going to go into Creative Fabrica, but I do have my Glowforge open. I'm going to close this out because I'm actually going to just cut out the one that we did together. I'm going to cut out that one. I have this one that I cut out already, but I can always go back to that one because y'all know I put it on the side. It's not, I put it on the side. All right, so let's go into Creative Fabrica and let's look for a floral background. You can you can do whatever background you like. It doesn't have to be a floral background. Honestly, I don't really like floral backgrounds, but I love like sunflowers and things like that. But I'm not going to use sunflowers because I'm using sunflowers in the It Girl design that we're going to print out and bling. So, but they have, let's see what they have. There was a background. Remember that background that I used with the Londa's Faith in God design? I think I want to find that one and use it with this one because, yeah, I think I want to do that. So let me go to my downloads and let's see what I have downloaded. It should be. How long ago did I do that? Maybe I didn't get it from Creative. Maybe I did. Oh, look at these colorful knitted patterns. Yo, I love the Barbie Berry font. I love that font so much. Oh, we could do like a seamless leopard print, black and gold glam digital paper. Oh my goodness, how long ago did I do that, y'all? Maybe. Yeah. Oh, here it is. I think this is it right here. 3D for, let's see, I think this is it. Hey, Mrs. JB. Hey, Mrs. Karen G. Welcome in. It was January. I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. All right, let me download. Download, and then we're going to pick one of these. Like, it's just never it. Like, I've downloaded a lot of stuff. Yo, look at these little gnomes. All right, let's see. All right, so downloaded. I'm going to select all images. And let's see. Now I could do, which one do I like? I like this one right here. But I think I used that one. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, that's pretty. I'm going to use this one. Because if I don't use this one, I'm so indecisive. I'm going to just keep going. Oh, I should use this one. Let me look and see what else they have. We don't want to be bothered with that. Y'all do not have time for my indecisiveness. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that background within the yellow. Okay, so within the offset, I want that background to be there. So for me to do that, I'm going to select the yellow. And then I'm going to head over here and select draw inside. Now there's a thing called, you can do a clipping mask or you can do things like that. I usually like to do draw inside for most things because I'm able to maneuver how it's going to look within the shape that I'm trying to place it inside of. So I'm clicking draw inside. I think I did copy. I'm just going to select paste. So once I select paste, it does go inside as you guys see, but it's kind of like a big design. So when I zoom out, I can see just how large that is. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to resize it from like this. Just resize it. And then we're going to make it a little bit bigger. So if you're doing this in Silhouette Studio, what you would do is you would resize it and then you would crop. You would crop it from your shape. So that way it would be there. But I'm just doing this because I would like to do it this way in Adobe Illustrator because I'm able to move it around. So let's say that there's a certain part that I really want to be within the shape. I can kind of, move it around. You can do the same thing by cropping. As long as you kind of size your image to be the shape or the size of the shape, you can do that too. Like, but I can make this like I can make it smaller and move it over so that it fits, or I can kind of make those flowers a little bit larger. I can do different things like that. So let's see. Hey, Sharon Davis, Maritza. Hey. All right, so I'm just going to kind of move this up here, just like this. I think that's a good position for it. And then I'm just going to maximize it just so I could see it a little bit better. All right, so that's going to be the back of our keychain. Okay, now I don't like the rest of the keychain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change, I'm gonna maximize this so I could select that black. And I'm actually going to make the black offset of Mama, I want to make that white. And mode, I don't know if I really want to make mode white, and I don't really think I like Mama in blue. Let's see what color we could make Mama in. It's just a colorful design. It's just so colorful. So I don't even know what color is going to look good with this. Let's see if yellow. Oh, we may do yellow. Yellow could be fine. So let me just turn this yellow too, because that's not made into a compound pad. All right. So we're going to have, Mama's definitely going to stand out. All right. So now we have mode, and mode, I am going to do, Chloe. Well, we'd love for you to be a part of this community. Thank you for being here for 18 months. Well, not being here for 18 months, but thank you for being a member for 18 months. Did you guys hear that? Y'all, can y'all hear anything? You probably hear your thing, and I'm just shaking away. All right. So mode, I don't know what color I should make. Marilyn's like, nope. We heard nothing. Marilyn, I expect that from Delonda. Not you, Marilyn. Not you. All right. I think I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave mode just like this. I don't really like the yellow in Mama, but it does stand out. Mode and cream. Mode and cream. Let me see. Okay, now I'm going to have to go back to, let's see. All right, so I'm going to do, let's see, cream. Am I going to go back to Creative Fabrica? No. Cream, CMYK. Let's see what cream colors we can find. So cream, CMYK. I don't know if you guys look for colors like this. If you don't have your, I used to have like a color, especially for fabrics, I used to have like a whole color wheel, everything printed out to show me what it's going to look like when subbed. I don't know where that thing is at. All right, so that's kind of dark. Let's go with ivory. So 0.006, so it's only 6% yellow. So let's see. So I'm gonna head over here. If you guys have never done this before, this is where you would do it. Yes. All right. So also that one's still kind of a little. It's more ivory. You know what? Maybe everything looks good in ivory. Let me do this. I'm gonna change Mama, and I'm gonna hit my eyedropper, and I'm gonna pick a part in the design that's different. So I'm gonna go with like this teal color here. So you guys see how all these colors are like different shades of teal. I'm just selecting my eyedropper, and I'm gonna leave mode like that, and I'm just gonna change it to like a teal color. It won't let me change it, but I want to. I want that to be the teal. It won't let me change it. I'm gonna have to bring it back in because it won't pick it up. Oh, let me head over here. What did I just do here? Hold on. I don't want to bring it back in. Nope, not that one. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. All right, I think I like that. All right, go yellow. Okay, I think I like that because it's different from like the pink. It's more pink up here. So I'm gonna go with that. I think that looks pretty decent. And if it doesn't look decent, just tell me it looks decent. All right, so we're done with that one. And so I am going to now, let me head over to here. And what I'm going to do is I should show you guys this from the beginning because I'm going to print them out both together. So I'm just going to delete this. All right, so because I'm going to be doing it with the rhinestones, it needs to be the same size. Okay, it needs to fit. Thanks, until this is Adobe. Hey, Courtney, it's Adobe Illustrator. So because I'm going to be using the bling template with the print, it has to be the same size. Okay, it has to fit perfectly. So I'm just gonna head down to wherever that thing is. Where is it? I don't even know. Let me just type it here. It's Pearl. And I need to put the print. This is the print version. No, that's not the print one that I have. That looks like the SVG version. Let me go back, place, and I'm going to type in it's Pearl. Print. Nope, that's not. Okay, so let me go ahead and place the bling version, and this is the bling version of it. I'm just gonna put the bling version on the side. That's the size that it's supposed to be. I can always make sure. Uh-oh. I need this. I don't work well with pictures. All right, so this should be my print and cut. It should be. All right, so this is my print and cut. And so this is what the print and cut is going to look like. So I'm just going to copy it and paste it in. But I also want to double check and make sure that the size is going to be correct for the bling. So SS6, I think this is it right here. SS6, so 8.377, 10.158. 10.158, 8.3765. That looks like that was right. 0.673. No, that's 8.37. Why is it 8.377? Hold on, let me see. Because the size does not look correct. All right, so I'm just making that a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to bring this here, 376. That size looks so off. So y'all know what I have to do. I have to check the whole size first. Hopefully I have the right one because I think I put it out in SS6 and 10. All right, so the whole size is correct. So that's another way like to check to make sure that this size is correct because the whole size is correct. Okay, so let me go down. And then I'm going to place this here. And then all I'm going to do is resize the printed version of it. And that way, and I'm going to hold down, I'm going to keep the proportions the same. So with my Mac, I'm holding down my shift key just so that the proportions can stay the same. I can click on the proportions over here, but I just always hold down my shift key. All right, so now I'm going to move it over and move it up. And I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit more. All right. So it looks off still. So what I'm going to do is, let's bring it up. I'm going to then stretch. I'm not doing anything with the rhinestone version. I'm only doing this with the actual image. Okay. So I'm going to just stretch it out a little bit, bring it down. and then bring it over a little bit. And then I'm going to lift it up a little bit more so that way it will fit pretty good. Not too much. That's right there. And then let me bring this over just a little bit. Still. So now I have my design size the way that it should be. And I'm just going to copy this over here because that's the size. And I'm going to put it on this page over here. All right, so here we have this. And one of these, let me see how bad this is going to look because not too bad. I mean, it's almost exactly the same size because one of them, I already have them cut, so I want to use the same thing. But we're gonna get ready and cut this with the Glowforge. I'm gonna just make 1, 2, 3. It's not gonna fit these perfectly because I already have them cut out, and I did it. It's a little bit different, the hole, but the rest of it is the same, so it's gonna be okay. All right, so I'm gonna also make another one just in case I want to share. I'll make a few. Let me move this over here. We're gonna get ready to print this out. Oh, maybe what size page is this? Let me edit this. Let me edit the artboard. I wanted to go on 11. No, I don't need 12. No wonder I had a lot of space. I'm not even gonna have that much space right now because I'm printing it out on 11 by 17. Let me exit. I had to change that. And move this. I'm gonna move this up. And then we're gonna get ready to print it out. And then when it's printing, I'm gonna get ready and just cut it with the Glowforge. Oh, I gotta move this whole thing down. Let me move this down too. All right, move it over here for now. All right, I'm gonna put this right here, and then our other parts of the keychain is gonna go there. And I'm just going to Courtney. How are you liking your machine, your embroidery machine? All right, I'm just gonna fill this up because I really don't like wasting sublimation paper. It's just not a good thing for me. All right, so let's hope. Y'all remember I told you I already had a little situation with the print head. All right, we change this page setup. I'm going to be using the Epson Eco Tank 15,000, the sublimation. And I'm going to change the paper size to 11 by 17. 11. Oh, what have you made so far? I'm going to change this to 11 by 17 if I can find it. Tabloid. There we go. Okay. Now you'll see everything is fitting how it should. I'm going to go to setup and continue. And now my classroom printer. We're going to be printing the, where is it? Here it is. And then I'm just going to go to settings. Print settings. We're going to keep this on plain paper bright white. Well, let's do premium presentation matte tonight. Generally, I do plain paper bright white, but I haven't did another print head cleaning to make sure the lines are out. So we're going to stick with premium presentation matte for tonight. And then I'm going to mirror my image, print quality. We want the best quality, of course. And then I'm going to head down to color options. Color options, I'm going to head to advanced settings. And then I'm going to change Epson Vivid to Adobe RGB. And I am going to change 2.2 to 1.8. Let's see. how that's out. All right. All right. So that's looking good. Oh, me move my screen. Okay. So I'm gonna click print, and let's see. Let's hope everything comes out good. It's printing. I don't know if y'all can see the printer printing, but it should start in a second. If I can get you guys on here. What's next? What's next? Oh, now we gotta head over to the. Let's see. Hopefully, you guys will be able to see the little printer printing. So next, we're going to do. Let me head back over to Safari. Hopefully, it prints out fine. I may have to print it out again now, but we'll see. So the next thing we need to do is we need to bring in our design, and I'm just gonna go here. I just want you guys to see the main screen. This is the Glowforge screen. It is kind of small. You can't really see much, but you can actually get laser files from Glowforge if you have the membership with them. They have free things that you can get, and these are some of them, but they do have quite a bit of free designs that you can use. I'm just going to upload that simple SVG that we created. And so you go to upload file. You can upload file from the Glowforge design screen, but I just wanted to show you guys from here. All right, so now I'm going to select Mama Mode Laser. No, Mama Mode Key 5. That's the one I wanted to. And so it should be reading it to take us into one of my corners cut. Creased. All right, so here is our keychain, and it's on the board. This is the Glowforge board. Now I'm gonna take our Unisub over to the machine and place it inside of the machine. Remember, this can be subbed on. This is sublimation ready. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna put this into the machine so that I can make sure I place it correctly. All right, so I placed it in. The machine's now reading. There's a camera, so now you guys see that it's there. Okay, so now I'm just gonna bring this down here, and I need to check the size of it because it may not be the right size. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see. All right, so here this ruler. This is what tells you the size and location of the artwork. And right now it's telling me that it's 2.393 inches wide by 1.537 inches high. We know that that's not the correct size because when we go back into Adobe Illustrator and I click onto the image, it tells us that it's 3.191 inches wide. So I need to go back here. This is very important, especially for the sublimation component. If you're not subbing it, if you're piecing things together and the size doesn't matter, then that wouldn't matter. But it does matter because we're going to be subbing. Okay, so I need to change that to 3.191 inches wide. Hey, Marta. All right, anybody I missed? Sorry if I missed you. So I'm just inputting the width, and then I'm going to tab over, and then it automatically, where is it at? I didn't mean to tab. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. Sorry, y'all. I'm giving y'all a whole too much. I don't know, but I just tabbed over too much on my screen. It's a mess. But it's fine. We're gonna go with this. We are going to go with this. All right, so now I'm gonna make a copy of this, and I'm just going to put the copy right next to it because how many did I print out? I printed out about 5, I think. So that should be fine. That should be fine. So the material setting that we're going to be using, now this will work with any laser that you have. You have X tool, we create whatever, and just the same thing would apply. Sounds like it's going. We're going to see how this prints out. Okay, so the material that I'm going to be using is the medium basswood plywood. I'm going to use that. And if you notice, over on the side where we have like the layers panel, this is just telling me what each image is going to do. So these are both for cuts. But if I were to change this, I could go up here, I can change it to engrave, and that will change it to blue. Or I can change it to spore, and that will turn it, I think it's a purple. All right, but we're already ready. I'm going to select print. And then it's going to do the machine. It's going to head over to the Glowforge. And then once it's at the Glowforge, we'll look at what we just printed out. It looks fine, except my corner got caught up. All right, let's see how long it's going to take this to print. It's only going to take it 50 seconds to cut. That's it. All right, so let me head to the machine. I'm going to select, hit the button, and it's going to cut it. All right, let's head back to the table. It does not take long. The one thing with laser printing and cutting, the one thing that takes the longest is engraving. So engraving takes the absolute longest. I'm going to stop screen sharing. I don't think we need to show the screen anymore tonight. But this is our our print. Hey, Happy Leo Mary. Hey, Annette. Hey, Stacy. Hey, everybody that just came in. So I don't think we need it anymore. All right, so I'm going to lift this up a little bit. And then let me grab my scissors. All right, it should be done. So it's done. I already heard it finish, but I'm going to give it a few minutes. With the laser, you have to give it a few minutes for all those gases to kind of clear out. That's the only thing we're cutting tonight. If y'all want some more laser projects, let me know. I'll cycle them in. But here I'm just cutting. I do want to show you guys, you see how so this is one that I wouldn't use because, I mean, I could still use it, but it's going to be a little bit messed up because of that ink. I haven't printed from the 15,000 in a minute. I've really been using like the Sawgrass because I haven't been doing any large oversized prints to need the 13 by 19. So I haven't really been using it much. But I could totally get more, I can make some more beads. I'm just cutting this out. And then we're going to place this on top of the ones we cut. You can pretty much do this with anything. And this is the design that we're going to sub on top of. I'm just going to cut. I'm going to cut around the edges because that ink is on those edges. And that's how sometimes you get ink onto your shirts that you don't, that you don't want because you don't see it. So I kind of always like to trim those edges up. All right, we're going to get ready to sub, and then we're going to sub our keychains. And then after we're done subbing the keychains, we're going to sub the shirt and then bling it out. And then I don't know if we're going to get to this today, but maybe I'll come on Sunday. I know I'm trying to do like the Sunday DTF for embroidery, but maybe we could throw in a little more All right, y'all. So we're gonna Belle, and Belle cut out her pieces. And I need to clean. I can tell that I need to clean Belle. Hold on. So on the Unisub, there's like a plastic film on top. So you do want to make sure that you remove that. I'm just gonna poke that out. I can definitely tell I need to clean the Belle. Hey JV. Most Epson printers do that. Jesse, I don't have that problem with the Sawgrass or with the Brother. I don't have that issue with those. So you're right. If we have time, if y'all have time and y'all want to do that mug, or if you want to do, if we do the mug, it's probably gonna say Mama Mode too. So I usually use, like, I have maybe like 10 rolls of this Gorilla duct tape. It does everything I need it to do. But this is going to remove that plastic coating on top. I don't even see it coming up. Might have cinched it too much. I could see it around here. I don't know if you guys could see it. It's not coming. I mean, usually that Gorilla tape gets everything up. But what's better? The Gorilla tape or my Cricut weeding tool? My Cricut weeding tool, I'll get it too. Or if you have a pen, that will work just as fine too. All right, so now we have it off of there. And if you look, it kind of looks, like it's a little burnt. That just protected the coating. I'm trying not to scratch it. So I was trying to do it with the Gorilla tape, but it wasn't budging. Let's see. Does he stick which to the heat press? The tape? I'm going to go ahead and press it. Remember, these two are the ones that should fit this perfectly. These two won't fit that perfectly, but it'll still fit. You guys will see if I can get it. Oh, stick the wood to it to remove the tape. I never thought of that, Jesse. I gotta do that. It a lot easier. Usually my Gorilla tape works wonders. I never have to worry about it. All right. Uh-oh. I gotta get this off. You don't want to press it and the glue. Sometimes the ink will go through the tape and sometimes it won't. All right, so we're all good here. We're all good here. All is well. Okay, so let's get ready to place this on here. And these two are they're gonna fit perfectly. Let me grab my heat tape. I actually have some more printouts. I can make more of these tomorrow. I just need to see how much more wood I have. All right. So again, remember this is Unisub, so it's coded for sublimation. Okay. So I'm just going to. Oh, it goes this way. I'm like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Okay, so here we have it, and I'm just using the back. Now, if I was thinking I should have just maybe made this like a little bit larger or more of a bleed, but it's going to be fine. It is absolutely going to be fine. So I'm just going to take this here, take that down, and then we're going to do the same thing for the other ones. It looks like it's on. It looks like it's good. So, all right, let me do this one. This goes like this. And I'm just lining it up from this way because I can tell a little bit better and I need to stand up. Yep, that looks good. That's my favorite part about having like the lasers. I love lasers. I got my Glowforge in like 2021, and like that's the one thing that I do the most with it. And honestly, like if I were, we need to have another UV night so that I could print with the UV printer, and because that's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend for my boss. So y'all see my hole goes out a little bit farther here than it should, but the rest of the template is fine because I pretty much use the same measurements. I just didn't use like the same hole. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. It's all fine. All right. I need to get some more heat tape. I think it's in the other room. All right, so I'm gonna move this one, and then I'm gonna put the other one on, and we're gonna get ready to press. Barb, you've never tried it on there? I love using it on the laser. Like, that's how I use it. I've got it specifically for that. You gotta try it, Barb. You'll love it. And we're going to. That's it. All right. All right, so let's head over to the heat press. If y'all want to go to, and I need to do this shirt too. So we got quite a few. Let me make sure I printed this out the right size before I press it also. So this is the cut version already. And I don't remember. I guess it looks. I don't know. I don't know if this looks like it's the right size. I can't be sure, y'all. I cannot be sure. Hold on. Oh, that's why, because it's backwards. Let's see. Nope. I still. Let me see. Well, if we brush it in and it's not perfect, it's going to be fine. I can't even tell good. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It is what it is, y'all. That's what it's going to be, and we're going to be just fine using it. Even though I do think that it might be a little bit off, but who cares? All right, let me remove the dust. I'm going to bring you guys over. We're going to head to the heat press. Hopefully you guys will be able to see the heat press good. I think you should be able to see it good. All right. All right, I'm going to add. All right, so I need to place a piece of butcher paper on top. Even though I don't really have much paper or sublimation paper or printed image going on top of there, I still want to take it on top. I'm just going to cut this off. All right. I'm gonna miss. And then we'll do the I'm fighting with the butcher paper. All right, so I'm gonna place this here. And then now we're gonna get ready to place the images on. I'm just making sure that it didn't shift, and it did shift a little bit, but it's gonna be fine. It shifted just a little. It's probably gonna shift again, but I'm gonna put this here. And this one shifted too. Just gotta watch it and make sure it does not shift. It's shifting. It's okay. Let me get another. Oh, I knew I was about to run out of this tape. I think I got some extra. All right, so I'm gonna put this here. We still have some more shifting. So that's fine. That's a little bit. So I would definitely say do a offset or like a bleed. You want to make sure that it does not mess up. So the paper that I'm using, I think this is honestly speaking sublimation paper. You generally don't need to use a piece of butcher paper on top. I'm going to use a piece of butcher paper on top. I'm not 100% sure. And I'm actually going to reduce that pressure just a little bit. And I'm get ready to press down. And I'm pressing this at 380 degrees for 40 seconds. So yeah. All right, y'all. 28 more seconds. Let me get my shirt ready because we are going to be pressing our shirts. Courtney, I can't even say nothing about Delonda leaving you on. I can't even say anything about that. I might be worse than Delonda. I might be worse. Right. I'm gonna look at it a little bit. I should have had. All right, let me get my gloves. I have a little sequins patch. And I'm gonna just peek at one just to make sure we had some color transfer. And we had color transfer, and like I told y'all, it shifted, and I did not tape that down good because I did not feel like looking for tape. But I'm gonna show you guys. So this is the first one that we have. And look, I'm off. I don't know if you guys can tell. A little bit off, but it's fine. Here goes the second one. And I'm still gonna give you the tips. But guess what? This is the second one. I have a few more that I'm gonna make too. But this is the second one. First, this is the one we did first, and this is the second one. And then let's see, third. This is the third. Thank you guys. And this is the fourth one. So not too bad. Not too bad. This one is too far down. So we have our keychains that we made, and then now we're gonna go and we're going to press the shirt. But I think they came out cute. I really like them. Really cute. All right, let me grab the shirt. It did, right, Marilyn? Thank you, Mary Bear. Thank you. All right, I'm going to put another piece of butcher paper because even though that didn't, there was no bleed on the top of the butcher paper, but that bottom part of the ink or the design must have it heated so much, made contact with that part. So this is no good. All right, so I'm gonna put another piece of butcher paper and I'm just gonna rip it, y'all. Sorry, but we're gonna bling it out too. I'll put this here, and let me grab the shirt. I'm just gonna put our shirt under here. Of course, I want to lint roll the shirt, and the reason why I lint roll the shirts, especially polyester shirts, is because if you don't and you have lint or anything on the shirt, the heat from the heat press is so great that it is going to turn that lint into another color. And generally it turns it blue. And you don't really want blue specks all over your shirt. So I always recommend that you lint roll any part of the shirt that is going to be in contact with the heat press. So even from down here at the bottom, any part of the shirt that is going to be making contact with that heat press, you want to make sure you lint roll all of that. Because your design can look good if you just lint roll here and your design is fine, but you may have lint down here and then you'll have blue snowflakes. All right, so then of course I'm going to give it a pre-press. That pre-press just gets some of the moisture out of the shirt. Let's go here. I need a garbage can. What happened with the keychain? Put that in. I'm just putting one in the box. I'm going to put the most perfect one in the box for you. So it's going to be this one right here. I'm going to put this one in the box for you. I got you. This is going to be for your box. You wanted this. Which one did you want? Did you want this patch or did you want this patch in your box? I need to put that to the side. Oh, why don't you let me press this shirt for all that time? Not that's a good suggestion. That's a great idea. Mylene, don't give her any ideas. She does not need any ideas at all. I got blamed last night for a whole bunch of stuff. Not last night, Wednesday night for a whole bunch of stuff. Look, something was on my heat press. What did I have on there? It's fine. We're still going to use it. All right. So I'm going to place this right here. And hopefully when I sub it, it'll cover part of that messed up. This is as centered as it's going to be. I'm using the cross to help me be centered. All right, so I'm going to just bring it down just a little bit. About right there. I had something on the heat press that got me. And I have some heat tape right here. But I'm really not that worried about using it. So I'm not going to tape it down. I do suggest taping it down. Don't do what I did. I'm going to hold this down a little bit more. I was trying to cover up like this little ugly part that I have here, but it's not going to it's not enough to cover it. So we're gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna put this here. We're gonna press this down. We're gonna go for 45 seconds. Courtney, anytime I make something, if it looks good, it goes into on this box. If it doesn't look good, she's gonna say, "Don't put that in my box." She's gonna say, "Don't put it in my box." Just a hot mess. Just a hot entire mess. All right, let me put this over here. I do not put my tape down. Usually, I always recommend taping. I always recommend taping. There is something on the heat press. I don't know what that is in the heat press. All right, let's. Well, and I had some ink right here. I thought I cut it, but it still looks good. The color looks good, but I did have some ink around the edge that I thought I cut. And clearly there was ink there. But this is the shirt. And we're going to have to bling it out. I'm going to bring it over here because y'all can't see that good. It looks kind of dark. My heat press looks broken. I probably need to get another cover on it. All right. Let me remove this screen. I'm going to bring us over to the table because we are going to do... We're going to bling it out really quick. But I don't think we're going to do the sequin patch today. I don't really think so. But if we do, or I don't think we're going to do the mug either. We did a little bit of sublimation. We subbed something. How about that? Just like this. Sorry, y'all. I gotta reset myself on the table. All right, so let me bring this back. So today, the colors that we're going to be using tonight is, thank you. And so let me show you guys under the table. So this is the shirt. Doesn't look bad, but I tried to hide. So I put it over just a little bit more than it should because I was trying to hide where I had something get onto it. And then I had this, and I know I cut that area, but it's going to be fine. It's for me. So I'm going to love it. All right, let me bring in the template. Now let's hope this template fits because I should have made the printed image a little bit bigger, but I didn't. So we're only going to be using crushed ice and crushed ice AB just because we use the different colors on the inside. So let's see how we're going to do it. So let me look at this. I think I want to do let's do crushed ice, regular crushed ice for the outline, and then for the inside, let's do crushed ice AB. What do y'all think? There's like two insides. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, let's see. So crushed ice does not have an AB coating. Like this is a clear rhinestone. It's very, very clear. That's what that looks like. Very clear. So we're going to do crushed ice. I don't know, y'all, now. I don't know. I don't know how I want to do it. So I think I'm going to do crushed ice here. I've already committed. I can't go back. And this is SS6 stones. You don't even know how it's going to come out. My measurements could be off. All right, let me bring you down a little bit. Oh, that's too far down. Oh, really want to see the stones, huh? So I'm just going to brush these in. These are sometimes a little challenging to work with only because they're so clear and you really have to pay attention. You really, really have to pay attention. So this is the only thing that I think is going to be crushed ice. Everything else is going to be crushed ice AB. Except maybe girl might be crushed ice. We'll see. The printer I used tonight was the Epson EcoTank 15,000. My brush is fine. They're just so small, and it's hard to tell when you're missing a stone. Jesse, Chris, is Miss Janita still here? Y'all gotta let me know what I'm missing. So the way that you can tell if the stone isn't in the right direction, it's very hard at first, but if you look, you will see like some tire tracks. But Shani, you never used them? It could be a lot because they're clear. But I love when I first started using Crush Ice AP, I absolutely loved it because it was so pretty. But it does require a little more time. Like Crush Ice and Crush Ice AP require a little more time than the other stones. But they're totally worth it. I'll move one out of the way. I have a few that I need to replace. I see already. But this is hard. I can remove some of the ones that are lit. Like I'm just taking my finger and just trying to feel. And sometimes they'll remove some of the double stones. And sometimes they'll help you identify where there are stones that are flipped upside down. I learned this from Eve because I would watch her and this is what she would do, but you kind of have to do it a little lightly. If not, you'll just move all the stones out of place. Okay. I'm just grabbing a. I tell y'all, it is not the easiest to find what you're looking for. All right, that's good. But once you do, and you have it down, you'll be good to go. Okay. Sorry, y'all, I can't. This literally takes like all your attention. It's not like the other songs where you can see the color. She put hers on the light pad. Let's see. Which one are you looking for? Hold on, what I miss? What did I? Oh, which one's on the Crystal AV? Tuesday, is there a link? Yes, there is. It should be on the sidebar, but if not, I'll definitely put it in the chat in a minute. Hey, Kevin. Happy Friday. All right. These are definitely not the easiest, but they work so well with sublimation. because it's going to take the color that's behind it. Uh-oh. All right. And then we just got, I'm not going to use the crystal. The crystal AB is a little bit easier to identify when there's no stone because of the way it shines. The regular, not crystal AB, the crushed ice AB. But the regular crushed ice doesn't really, you can't, it's like clear. Nothing, nope. I could tell that one's upside down because I could see the tire tracks in it. All right. I'm missing any more. If I am missing any more after this, that's just going to be a missing stone. Geez, you're missing stones. It's okay. Can't get them all. Got one more, and I think that's it. That concludes. I think I have one more. All right, looks like we kind of did pretty decent, y'all. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some that are upside down, but for the most part, we're all good to celebrate. Just that one part, though. Take care of the mom. I know, I'm sorry, Jesse. I would pick these colors tonight, but I haven't. I told you I'm trying to use like a lot of the colors that I don't use or I haven't used in a long time. So I want to like use some of those colors. And then with sublimation, I always use these with sublimation, even though sometimes I'll use like the color of the stone that's close to it, but I will use. Let me grab a piece of transfer tape, and then we're gonna get rid. Oh, guess what? I walked away, and I see there's two missing stones here. Maybe that's the thing. I never did that. Like if you walk away and you go back up to it, and you can kind of see a little bit. I don't know if it's the light. But yeah, got one right here. One right there. I got two more. One right here. And that's funny. I never realized that if you get up and walk away, you can see it. You can see it. Okay, now we're all good. I don't even see any that look like it's upside down. Shine a flashlight on it, right edge of cross right here. Let's see. I think they're in there. I'm gonna have to put a flashlight in here. Where's the scissors? All right. So we're going to do this. So I'm gonna just cut this out. We're gonna use crystal AB. I think I just want to use crystal AB for the rest. And we'll see if you can even tell a difference. I don't know why I'm nervous right now to lay this down on here. All right. Uh-oh. Got some lint and hair on the leg from your pants leg. Hey, Miss Becky. All right. So we are going to get ready to peel this up. Now this is the time, like once I peel it up, I should be able to tell if any stones are upside down or anything like that, but I'm not really gonna worry about it too much. So this is just a crushed ice AB. Not AB, crushed ice. No AB. All right. So that's what we have right there. I know you can't really see much. You can't really see much. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get ready to brush in crushed ice AB. Oh, good night, Carol. I know you're still recovering. All right. Let me show you the keychains. So I think I'm gonna put like some beads on it. Like once I put the hardware on, put some beads on it. But it came out good. I like it. I do have a slight white edge here. That's just because I didn't have it lined up exactly correct. But I think it came out good. I'm gonna give those away. Maybe to my aunties too. All right. So we are going to do, okay, so this is going to be crushed ice AB. And you guys will see what that looks like. So this is crushed ice AB. So you guys see the difference from crushed ice and crushed ice AB. Thank you, Renee. Thanks, Nomi. And Donzel. So it is going in your box. It is definitely going in your box. All right, so this has the AB coating on it. So it's more sparkly. Okay. So it's just going to make whatever color you place it on top of, it's going to give it an AB look. But it's still a clear stone. It's still a clear stone. Right, let's see. All right. Uh-oh. I think I might not have gotten the stone up, y'all. Where's my thing? Because that looks like that's crushed ice. One of the stones didn't come up. It's okay. I bet you we can't even tell. And we're going to use crushed ice AB for the other parts too. Even though, you know what, I might use for the word girl, I might just get, let me see if I get jet AB, not jet AB, just jet black, and use jet black for that part. Especially since it may not be like perfectly sized. Okay. Then I'll just, and most of these look like they're right side up. That's a good thing. And if they're not, we'll just go and fix it. So these are super, it's way easier than the regular crushed ice to see, like, if something's wrong. All right. I should have had my tape over here because I got all these other stones that have fallen on the wrong side. Didn't want that. All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Miss Becky. That is perfectly fine. All right, I'm just gonna use the ones from over here since they're already close. Looks good. It's not too many that we have to put in over here. I'm just happy they all, the most of them just brushed in the right way. Oh, I have one. So you can tell the ones that are flipped because you can't tell the iridescent. You can see that it's not coated, maybe coated. But I would choose the SS6 version of this to do and not the SS10. All right, I'm just gonna brush these out of the way. And then get ready to place the top. I still gotta put these, move these. So I don't think we're gonna get to the sequin patch or the mug. But I did kind of want to show you guys like other ways that you could implement sublimation into your craft. I know a lot of you guys have lasers now. You can totally do things like this where you're making custom laser keychains, whatever that you have. If you want to use the sub, just like the vending machines. So I was going to use the Unisub to cut out the vending machine, but you can totally do something like that. You can, if you have the Unisub, you can cut out one of the vending machine templates, and then you can press sublimate on top of it. If that's something you want to do, I just don't really want to use my Unisub to do that, but you can totally do that. All right, let me get. Everything looks pretty good. It looks really good, actually. It looks so good. Looks so good. DB, I'm using SS6 stones. I'm using SS6 rhinestones. I don't think this design is available in SS6. I don't, it might be. I don't remember. All right, well, just trying to remove some of the tackiness from a transfer case. That's all. Oh my goodness, not let it fall. All right. Yes, Kristen, definitely. Kristen, it is definitely the blingiest. Definitely out of the SS10 or SS6, SS6 is definitely the blinkiest. But these, you'll see how, I want you guys to see how this is going to look because I don't really use it that much. I used to use the crystal or the crushed ice AB a lot. It was, at one time, it was my number 2 favorite stone. It's not my number 2 favorite anymore. I'm still very fond of it. Sheila Hush. I know Sheila has something to say. I already know. All right, so I'm just being really careful because I don't want any of these stones to jump off of the transfer tape. All right, we only have 2 more parts to brush in, y'all. We might actually be out of here at a decent time, especially if we don't sub the rest of that other stuff. definitely no need. Definitely. All right, so the rest of this shouldn't take that long. Let me sit. Oh, hold on. Let me get jet black. All right, so I'm actually gonna use jet black for the girl. And then we'll see, like you guys will see the difference of how everything looks. Hopefully everything comes out good. But we will see. You guys will tell me. All right. All right, so this part is gonna get the crushed ice AB. But yeah. We can totally do so many things with sublimation. Okay. Can't forget there's a little piece down here. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I'm frozen. I knew that was gonna happen today. It never fails. But I'm brushing though, so hopefully it will catch back up. If not, I'm gonna switch over to the phone. It should be still open for me to do it. But so far, it's looking pretty good. But I can brush the stones in as long as the volume is still there. It's fine. I'll keep brushing them in. Just half, just half frozen. Just half baked. All right. Uh-oh. All right. Okay. That one's almost hooked up. These are definitely a lot easier to identify. But these are so pretty and blinky, y'all. Can't wait for you guys to see how it's gonna look. At least I think it's gonna look good. We'll see. Hopefully it does. Not really using any colors except the colors from the sublimation. Okay. It still has not unfroze me. Just waiting for it to unfroze me. Freeze. But it hasn't. I'm just feeling around. Okay. That didn't work. Okay, all of those look. Oh, y'all, these stones are so blinky. Crushed ice is super blinky. All right, so we're done with that one. Let's see how that one looks. Looks really good. Let me go ahead and do it and make it quiet for a minute because I am probably going to shut this down. Because all right, guys, I'm back. It actually didn't give me that much drama this time, but drama gives me drama. Most times. Can you guys hear me? Or you can't hear me? All right. And yes. Yes. Thanks, Near Beer. I used my Cricut the other day, Delonda. I used it the other day. Thanks, Jesse. So Miss Becky, so Deco Summit is an event hosted by Racoma, and you'll get to test out. So there's so many different things that they have going on. They have like seminars, they have classes. Usually I do a class there. Katrina will do a class. Like there's like a lot of people who will do different embroidery classes. We pretty much talk about mostly the business side of it or social media, um, how to manage having a business and if you work at the same time like how I do, then I think I did a class about that the year before. So we have different things going on, but you also get a chance to kind of see some of the machines up close and personal. If you have a machine and you want to learn how to use it while you're there, they do work on troubleshooting things with you. It's a lot of machines that they have, and so they have different classes for the EM1010, for the Marquee, for the multi-head machines that you can access. They also go over like digitizing, so they have different digitizing classes that you could sign up for. That's all included in the package that you get, but you can certainly register for digitizing classes while you're doing it and stuff like that. So if it's something that if you have a machine and you really want to speak to them and kind of get an idea of, how to grow your business, they do have a lot of seminars about that, like how to grow your business. It's good with networking. So there was a lot of things that I learned from the first time I went there about just like doing varsity jackets. I honestly did not realize how lucrative that could be making varsity jackets. And you have people there who they started out like me with just one little machine. And then now they're making, jackets, hundreds of jackets, or getting contracts with major brands. So you get a lot of that. Like You get a lot of this insight of that. I'm not saying that you can't find that information outside of going to Deco Summit, but you just get a lot of insight and hands-on training and stuff like that. So that's what Deco Summit is, and they have it every year. It's 2 to 3 days, and all those days are jam-packed with things to learn and do and see. Of course, it's a place where they're showing their machines, and they're showing like their latest machines and things like that. Um, but if you're going and you want to go to learn and you're not looking to buy anything, you will be able to at least get some type of hands-on training. Like there are people there. Every time I go, there's people there who already have their machines, but they haven't unboxed it and they're kind of scared, but they really want to know how to do it. So they go there and you can talk to the technicians. The technicians are the ones who are out there on the floor with you, showing you how to use the machines and stuff like that. But it's up to you. Like that's something that like you decide, like, you know, if it's something that you're interested in, if you need any more help in that area, then it may be good. If not, you always have YouTube. You always have YouTube University. We're always here. We're we're always here. But if you want to go, I do have a 10% discount code for signing up for it. If you are interested in that, let's check it out. I always see every year, like I get a chance to meet some of you guys. Some of y'all go every single year to Deco Summit. I'm like, goodness gracious, y'all really just like coming to Miami. I know last year they were introducing their DTF printers. Like they had their DTF printers out, introducing those. So there were a lot of people who had questions about that. But this year, I don't know the game plan, like if they have any new machinery that they're going to be showcasing, or if it's still just going to be the same one. This year, they're kind of having it a little earlier than they usually have it. All right, so we're going to go in black. Yes. I have a Cricut and I'm new to cutting. It's a hobby only. So Dr. Monique, what is the best machine to use for crafting? Okay. The Cricut machine, I think, I started out with the Cricut machine. And I think that the Cricut is definitely the easiest machine for you. I'm not going to say it's the best, but I will definitely say it's the easiest machine for you to get started, especially if you're just starting. If you're just doing this as a hobby, I totally would recommend the Cricut. If you don't have a lot of technical skills as far as like computer softwares or graphic designing and that sort of thing, I would definitely recommend. Like, I think the Cricut machine and the software really is one of the easier ways to start. Now, I do think I like my Romeo better. I'm just not sure. I'm kind of like one of the people who are just like, I'm loyal to a fault, like just to a fault. And because Cricut is where I like started, that was my first craft cutter. I can't just leave it to the side. I can't just talk trash about Cricut. But if you have your Cricut, just learn it. If you're just doing it as crafts. But if you want like another machine that can cut wider and do, cut faster, I really think it's just really about what you want to use it for. For me, that's where everything, like, that's how I make my decisions. Like, what am I going to use it for? Like, if I'm going to use it to cut cardstock, okay, then maybe the Cricut is fine. If I'm going to use it to cut block, then maybe I need to go to something else. But now I must say, as much grief as I've given my venture over here, I like cutting flock with my venture. And y'all know I gave that machine grief, especially when it was so slow. Like, I felt like it was too slow, but Cricut fixed it. And it's definitely not slow like that anymore. So it depends. How much is the Maker 3 going for now? Is it $3.99? I think the Maker 3 is like $3.99 now. Or is it? I don't even know how much it is. Jesse, I had an overlapping stone. Oh no, I didn't, Jesse. Never mind, Jesse. I'm sorry. It's just a stone I have a stubborn stone. There we go. All right, we're gonna get ready to press this, y'all. And guess who's gonna be off here before 11 o'clock tonight? Because Jesse, I did have an overlapping stone. Because we're not gonna do the mug unless y'all really want to do the mug. I'm just gonna probably use that Mama design on the mug if y'all want to see it. Angel used these mugs before. They're from PYD Life and they're really, really pretty. I have it in black marble and pink marble. So that may not take, well, let me be careful. That might not take too long. We might be able to do it. Let me see what y'all say. Oh, why is my chat not moving? Jesse, I like my StarCraft better too. Y'all don't forget about my StarCraft solo. I love my StarCraft solo. I love my StarCraft solo. Love it. Okay, so Amazon has it for $3.79. No mug. Thank you, Donzel. All right, so let's get ready to press our shirts. And remember, we did sublimation. So I am going to, when you're doing sublimation and bling, you cannot, for the most part, you cannot reuse your transfer tape, okay? Because that transfer tape, the ink is going to go on that transfer tape, okay? So let's get ready. We're going to layer the first part of the design, and the first part is going to be the outline. Let's see how that's going to come out. Because again, I don't know if I sized this correctly. Let's see. Let's hope we sized it correctly. Maybe I should have started from the inside out. I mean, it is what it is at this point, y'all. It is what it is. Okay, it's not too bad. And the one good thing with, like, it's actually, it looks good. I thought it wasn't sized right, but the one thing with, like, when you have your polyester shirts and you're doing sublimation and bling, you can stretch your shirts out a little bit so that your design will fit, so that your stones will fit. But this actually looks pretty good. So I'm going to get ready to press this. Oh, Yolanda, you did not remind me to turn the heat press down. You knew that I was about to do this. Oh. We gotta wait a minute. I have to talk to you guys for a little bit. At this point, I might as well plug up the. I'm not gonna plug it up. I'm just gonna sit here and talk. But it actually looks really good already, y'all. I know you guys can't really see it, but you can see it a little bit right there. Y'all see how it's lined up? It looks good. Looks good. I love the solo. The solo before the Romeo was the solo, and the solo cut my rhinestone flock out beautifully. Before the Romeo, I stopped using the Cricut for rhinestone flock. I only cut it out with the solo. Now I cut it. Now I cut rhinestone flock out with both the StarCraft solo and the Romeo. You guys mostly see me do the Romeo, but as far as like when I'm cutting out for the bling boxes, my StarCraft solo is always on the go. That's my go-to. I love Sunny. Like I love Sunny. Thanks, Jesse. It looks good, right? I was worried that it wasn't gonna really do what I wanted it to do, but I think for this particular outside right here, I might have wanted it to line up better, but it looks fine. Thank you, Delonda. Put that in my box. You are a hot mess. A hot mess. Mm, mm, mm. Thank you, Evie. Everything pretty much turned out good. I'm not gonna worry about the mug or the. But since we're here, I'm just gonna tell you guys. So I was just gonna sub something, but I didn't have the image yet. We were gonna have to find it. We were gonna sub something on the sequence patch and put it on something because it has adhesive backing. But we'll do this another night. I have a few hearts left. I stopped selling these in my Etsy shop. I used to sell them in my Etsy shop, but then I stopped selling them. But super cute. The one thing with the sequins, you got to make sure that all of your sequins are turned in the right direction before you sub onto it. So when you flip it over. Jesse said, Jesse, he's so supportive. He's so supportive. We would have already been finished pretty much if Yolanda had reminded me to turn the heat press down, but she didn't do that. She didn't remind me. So I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Niall. Thanks, Sharon Davis. Thank you. She does need an 18-wheeler. Thanks, Karen McCann. Oh. Evie, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing? All right, y'all. I'm super anxious about getting this done. We're gonna head over to the heat press. It's not fully where it needs to be, but guess what? It's gonna be there in a second. All right. So then I'll be able to show you guys if that ink transfers over to. I'm gonna make some more keychains. I did show y'all the mug that I was gonna press, but I'm not gonna press that right now. We just had a lot going on today, and we really didn't have a lot going on. Aww. Right. Let's see. Yanni is so beautiful, Evie. I think we need to have a play date. Okay, so that was a crystal. That was a crushed ice AB. I don't know if you guys saw like how it was sparkling, but it really was sparkling. Okay, it sparkles really good. But what I do want to show you guys is look at the KTM mask. So you see that sunflower in there, the G. So you definitely have to, protect your heat press even still, you still want to put something on top of it when you're subbing. I mean, when you're pressing the bling, because remember, this is still sublimation ink on here, but that image came right on off. So this is garbage. I cannot use that again because if I press it on anything else, even if I could use it on a piece of black cotton, sure, I can, but definitely not another white sublimation shirt. Because if we use it on a regular white cotton shirt, it's gonna wash off. But do you really want to risk that? Do you really want to risk that? So this particular color is the crushed ice. Crushed ice, no AB. Okay, and I'm just gonna fit this right here in the center. All right, I think that looks good. Uh-oh. Yes, that was a little off. It's not perfect. Like I literally had that sitting on top of there. These clear stones are not for the weak at heart. Because I almost messed it up, y'all. I'm just gonna move that here. I definitely don't want that bunched up because I don't want that ink to go on top of each other or on top of the shirt. Like I don't want it to be bunched up where it could eventually press. All right, we're gonna get ready to do this. It's a little over 8. Let me check and see what size it is. It's like 8 3/4 or something by like 10 inches wide, something like that. I'm gonna look it up. So press it up. Let me see because I did have it up. The SS10 is. Let me see what the SS10 is. SS10. Because I don't know if I have the SS6 listed. But the SS10 is 8.431 inches wide by 10.249 inches high. All right, we just have 2 more presses, y'all. There's 2 more presses. And that is all. All right, very guys. All right, so here we just layered that clear on top. And again, we still have some of that ink coming off. So I'll bring it closer so you guys can see it a little bit. So you'll see the stones on top of there. So I'm gonna now layer that middle part, which is gonna be the crushed ice AB. I keep saying crystal AB, but it's crushed ice AB. And after that, we just have to layer the word girl. No worries, Miss Becky. I like the 11-inch too, Miss Becky, but they aren't the most popular ones because there's, especially when somebody has like a small shirt. So I'll make it an SS6 for me in like 11 inches. But they're just not, I can't see good. Okay, there we go. Oh, this looks good. I like how the middle part, oh, wait until you guys see this. I'm gonna press this. This is gonna look really good. I'm just making sure everything is feeling good and it feels great. I think that's gonna look really good. I guess we sized it pretty good, y'all. At first I thought we didn't, but we did. And then we have one more press and then that's it. I'm gonna get another piece of butcher paper. Okay, I have a piece few pieces of extra paper. Hopefully this will be enough for the design. Yeah. This is a look because it's so narrow. That's the only thing. It's narrow, real narrow. All right, let's see what this is gonna look like. Oh, did y'all see that crushed ice AB? Oh, this looks good. It looks good. Only thing I hate, y'all know I don't like using transfer tape one time. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Actually, I want to use my transfer tape at least 8 to 10 times before I throw it away. But here we are using new ones. I should have got old pieces. I shouldn't have used new pieces all for this. I should have went and got the old pieces. But all right, so I'm just gonna do black right here. I chose not to do crushed ice or crushed ice AB here, only because I kind of didn't want it to. I wanted it to kind of stand out. That stone is too far up. I know you can move your stones before you press, right? So I'm just sliding it on up. Sliding that one down a little bit. Sliding it over. Oh. I think this is going to look really good, y'all. Thanks, Kristen. Thanks, Robin. It looks good, y'all. I'm very happy with how it came out. I cannot wait to show you guys on the other camera. But we're done for the night. We're not even going to go. We're not even going to do the other move past those. We are not even going. We did 2 projects. We did laser and rhinestone. We did laser and sublimation and rhinestone and sublimation. Next time we'll do something else. But I really did want to do. I bought these when Angel showed us, and that was months ago. But these are so pretty, and they're sublimation. So maybe I'll do a video on it tomorrow. Ooh, we're done, y'all. I think, yes, I'm gonna say, well, y'all, this looks so good. Oh my goodness, it looks so pretty. Right, one of my stones was upside down. One of the black stones, it's fine. I can't even tell where it's supposed to be. All right, I'm gonna switch over. Let me remove the camera. I'm gonna move this down. Let me turn off the heat press because Delonda is not gonna remind me to turn off the heat press. She'd only remind me to turn the heat press down. So, all right, I'm gonna switch cameras for now. Okay, I'm gonna switch to. Let's do a patch Sunday. Let's do it. You want to do a patch? Tell me what time. I'm in for a patch session. Just tell me. You know I can't turn that down. All right, y'all. Oh, this light is always the problem when I switch. Okay, y'all. Look at my shirt blinging. Craftable things. Y'all, I love this shirt. I love this little thing I made. Okay, first, before I show you guys the shirt, remember we made these, and I kind of showed you guys how to make this from an SVG. And you can't even tell. And then you have your little hole here so that you could place your hardware right there, like your keychain, your key ring. You can place it right there. So these came out really good. I really like them. I ended up making 4. I'm gonna make a few more, and I'll just give these out as little gifts to people. We cut it with our Glowforge Pro. But you can do the same thing with other lasers. The only thing is this is a sublimation wood, so it's called Unisub, and you can sub on top of it. So we were able to cut it out and also sub on top of it. Yeah. Thanks, Barb and Jesse and Donzel and everybody. Thank you. Yo, look how this look. Look how this looks, y'all. It looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. Y'all see the crystal AB? Not the crystal, the crushed ice AB. So you guys can still see. So this is why, like, I use these stones with sublimation. So I use the crushed ice AB, which has an AB coating on it, and then I also use crushed ice. Both of these stones are clear stones. So crushed ice is clear, like you're gonna see straight through it. The crushed ice AB, you'll see how those stones, like in the center, they're kind of like lighten up. That's the AB coating, but you can still very much see that sunflower back there in the background, and you can also see the outline of the cross, right? Now, that's why I wanted to use just regular jet black rhinestones for the word girl, because I didn't really want it to clash too much with the cross, because I knew that crushed ice AB was going to do everything that it's supposed to do. But it came out so good. And this is with sublimation. So this is a 100% polyester shirt. We subbed on it, and it looks amazing. Kristen, right? But I love how it came out. So if you're looking to do like sublimation and you just, these take a little bit of work. The crushed ice do, but you won't be disappointed, because I don't know if I could kind of show you guys like how you can see the difference. That's why the inside of the cross is like blinging the way that it is. And then that inner part of the cross, not the outline, but that inner part of the cross is not really blinging like that, because that's the crushed ice. That's the difference between the crushed ice and the crushed ice AB. Almost have the same name, but they do different things. They perform differently. But I think it came out really, really good. I love this. Miss Becky, it's not too small. But it's just like a nice little center piece. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all know Fridays, it's the end of my work week, and I just like to come on here with you guys and kind of just like unwind and relax. And I appreciate you guys for even coming here to hang out with me. So not say goodbye to it. That inside, Evie, the inside is sparkling. Like, I used to love to use crushed ice AB all the time, just because, and y'all see how like it looks so good. So you can definitely do something like this with other designs if you have bling and you have the SVG of it. As you guys saw, when I brought in the SVG, it did not fit the bling, and all I did was resize the SVG so that it would fit the bling file. And guess what? It came out good. So if you didn't see that part, just go back to it. That works in Silhouette Studio, Inkscape, anywhere you put it. It even works in Cricut Design Space. So anywhere you do it, you can bring in the SVG and just resize it. You'd never want to resize your rhinestone template, but you can resize that SVG so that it fits the rhinestone template. And then you're able to do sublimation and rhinestones. Okay. So I guess I got to say goodbye to it, because it has to go into Londa's box, and one of these have to go into Londa's box too. So yeah, but that's it. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm about to go and rest. Delonda, are we gonna come on and do a patch on Sunday? What you want to do? Tell me. Or is this, y'all know I don't do one-on-ones, right? Do y'all know that I don't do one-on-ones? Everybody knows that I do not do any one-on-one trainings or one-on-one anything. But guess what? Guess who's my only one-on-one person? Guess. Yes. Miss Box herself. The box queen. Exactly, Kristen. Exactly. We don't know what to hear saying. Just a mess. But I love you guys, and I'm so grateful that you guys are here. I hope you all had a great week. If you didn't have a great week, I hope you're able to recover from whatever happened to you this week that didn't make your week great. Y'all, I saw an accident yesterday, right in the, like, it was one car behind me. Now, one car in front of me. The people were merging. They almost merged over into the car. The car tried to swerve, and then he swerved and like literally hit. It was like a bowling alley on I-95. He literally like hit 3 to 4 cars. Luckily, there was a police officer that was right there. So yeah, be kind, be nice to people. You just never know. You never know. I know I say this often, but you just never know what people are going through, what they're experiencing. Everybody doesn't show how they feel on the outside. Sometimes you just can't tell. So please, please, please remember to be nice and be kind to people. It'll make you feel better. I know sometimes it's frustrating, but it'll make you feel better. Just be kind. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all so, so, so very much. And until next time, later.